What is going on, friends, and welcome back to the Minecraft Hub channel. Today we are doing a video that I've actually wanted to do for a while now of the best Stronghold transformations. It's actually fairly hard to find some of these transformations. It's not a very common project in Minecraft, so if you guys have any that you know of, please let me know in the comments section down below and maybe we can do a part 2 of this. The first one we are checking out is by a YouTuber by the name of My Name is Griffin, and he does a super cool design open up to the sky and the elements, and I actually really like that about this design. He even builds a platform that you can jump from directly into the portal, which I think is an amazing idea. Kind of terraform that platform out from the side, which I think looks incredible. He used a lot of different blocks like chains and leaves to give this a really nice decoration as well. I think this build really fits the standard Stronghold theme as well, and kind of like something that you could just find. It looks so naturally put into this area of the world. You can jump straight into the portal from the top. And not only is it just a portal room, but he actually decided to make it a trophy room as well. So he put the dragon egg down in here, and he put the dragon head, which you can get from the boats, of course. I think those are great touches to this, and he really made this thing look natural and part of this world. This next one is a completely different style. This one is by GD Venus, who does a lot of Minecraft survival time lapses. I highly recommend you go and check out this channel. By the way, all the links to these channels will be down in the description below, so you can go and check out everybody for it yourself. So this one right here, he completely blacked it out, filling this whole thing in with black concrete, the floor and the walls, and then he actually did a design with endstone that he mined in the end, of course, throughout the floor, walls, and even the ceiling. And I think this looks absolutely amazing. The design that he went with is super cool. It's super intricate looking with all this different endstone and really combines very well together. And you can't really see it, but the portal is in the center of this room. He decided to take out the portal frame so that you couldn't see that. He did it by using a mushroom block technique that I'm not really familiar with, but it works. He took out the frame and decided to design it himself. And you can kind of see why he did that right here. Without the portal frame, it kind of blends into the black concrete that he put down, which I think is actually a really smart idea just because it looks super nice. He also decided to put 4 nether portals at each entrance just for a symmetrical purpose, since it fits in with the rest of the symmetry in this room. The glass dome on top really completes this and lets some light into this, because this thing would be insanely dark without that light. This build is so unique and is such an epic entrance to the end portal itself. Definitely one of my favorite Stronghold creations. The design is magnificent on the walls with all the endstone stairs, slabs, everything that he's got there. And I actually really like that he took out the portal frame to make it just blend in with that black concrete. Up next, we have a couple different portal room designs from Mythical Sausage. So these are actually from his hardcore world, and this one right here is a Subnautica theme that he tried to go with. And I actually really ended up liking the final product of this. All the different tubes and everything underwater here. Definitely a great way to really make a Stronghold transformation, especially when you find it underwater. I've never actually played Subnautica, but I have seen Subnautica inspired builds a lot before, and this definitely fits the vibe. The tubes or cylinders all look amazing. I love the different kinds of orange blocks and everything. It's definitely a very unique style of building, but actually makes this portal room look really futuristic and cool. I also really love the inside of this build as well, with the variety of blocks. The end rods of course look cool. There's some basalt in here, some blackstone, and I especially love the pipes made out of the acacia trapdoors. It's such a cool technique. I've seen this actually used a few other times, such as that redstone build that BOO just built for Etho. But that is just such a cool look. It makes this thing look so futuristic. And as you can see here, he's got the end portal wrapped in this basalt and blast furnace thing that he's built up here. But this whole thing in here does look like a kind of control room and everything, and is just such a really well put together build. Even the blue stained glass is just such a great choice to really make this thing feel more underwater. Even though it is underwater, that blue stained glass really adds a very nice subtle effect that makes this thing seem so much like the theme he was going for. He also has this other portal room transformation. This one I really love as well. Completely different style, a ton of grindstones and different types of blocks in this one, but I think this one is so cool as well. It's kind of more of a Stronghold vibe to this one, where you actually feel like you could find this in a Stronghold in Minecraft. He's got the altar here that leads up to the end portal, which of course is great, easy access from all sides, and everything looks like the inside of a castle here. This one actually reminds me a lot of the End Remastered mod, which adds a bunch of Ender eyes and a new Stronghold. The inside of that Stronghold is kind of very similar to this. It's got a lot of carpets, things like that, but it does match up to this very well. Next up, we have Pixel Riffs, who also went with a very unique style. This one, he decided to actually black out the room similar to what GD Venus did, and then actually turn everything into the actual end dimension in here. I think this is such a cool idea. Of course, this portal goes directly to the end, so it makes sense that the end is also leaking out of this portal into the overworld. So of course he's got all the end stone kind of scattered around. He's got some obsidian pillars. He's made this kind of like a miniature end island, which I think is a great idea. And then he decided to actually bring an end city and some other details around this whole blacked out room. One of my favorite little details that he added in here was the fire with the bed. Of course, as you know, if you put a bed in the end or the nether, it'll just blow up, so I like that he added that little feature into the room as well. It's also a little hard to see, but he added in some black stained glass in between the nether portal and the end portal, so you could actually walk there without just falling from the end stone. It's a nice little feature that makes this thing a little bit easier to get around with, but you still can't really see it. Next up, we are checking out Vesco, and this build is absolutely massive. You may actually recognize Vesco from some of the builds he's done in the past. Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft Season 7 base was actually based off of Vesco's pillars that he built in this same world as well. So this is a survival world where he's actually in, I think, about day 5,000 at the end of this video, and he put in a ton of work into this transformation. As you could already see, he had to mine out a big area to actually do this, even clear some ocean, and then he actually started work on the portal room and then the massive structure that he built above it. Vesco always goes above and beyond in his builds, which is why he has such an amazing world. As we saw in the earlier parts of this video, everybody really just transformed the portal room, but Vesco decided to do such a huge build here, and I know there's a huge skip in how this whole thing got built, but I can assure you it is all in survival Minecraft. I highly recommend you go and check out his time lapse of it. He's got a ton of different lighting throughout this whole thing. All these pillars look really cool. Definitely one of my favorite Stronghold transformations in Minecraft. Imagine just flying around your world and you come upon this huge thing. It would just be so impressive and so satisfying to have in your world. That is all that we have for today's video though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like on the video, and if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Also, if you have anybody else we should include in a part 2 for this video, be sure to leave their channel down in the comment section below so we can include them then. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.